not running away. I'm just trying to get my mind off you. And trying to forget where you ended everything. I was always pulling you into trying something new. So we played Mystic Vale. We craft terrain cards to get mana that we can spend to buy landscapes, which give us points, and then, of course, the person with the most points wins. It was a tournament, 3 rounds. You ended up taking it in the end. I pushed my luck a few too many times with the cards. I guess like I did with you. Now that I'm going solo again, I guess this isn't really one for me, but I enjoyed my time on it with you. When we were kids growing up, I got you into Redwall. You loved the critters, so we pulled out some Everdell. We placed our critters to get the resources we needed to buy cards and build up our cute little towns in order to get our points. This was the first play where I realized you're the one that's always kept the score. So when I play alone now, I think of anything else. Given the choice between this or Wingspan, of course I'll always go to Wingspan. This was your game. I played for you. I enjoyed it for you. But not the next one. The next play was for me. 12 people, 2 rooms, 1 boom. This was our chance to play, have fun, betray each other without hurting anyone's feelings. I was red team, you were blue team. I was the president, you were the bomber. We were in the same room, but we didn't know it. We didn't know who each other was. But every round, as hostages, we got exchanged back and forth till we knew enough, and I just knew I needed to get away from you. I did. Then things got tense. We played Ahoy. You liked confrontation. You played the aggressive team, attacking, taking territory. I played the smuggler, working behind the scenes to trying to benefit basically off of everything that you did. I mean, at this point, I'll count my losses and take what I can get. Given the amount of take that in this pirate game, I can't say I'd want to play this again, and I can't play it alone, but given the passive option and the exploration, with the right person, maybe I'd do it again. To melt down the tension, I thought we'd unify a little with a little cooperative game, Sentinels of the Multiverse. I played the hero, of course, the tank, the healer, save everyone's life, and you played the Batman girl, of course, on your own with all your gadgets, doing your damage. You've always been good at that. We drew cards to manage our hands and clean the deck so we could just pull exactly what we needed to beat the villain. And we did. Together. Who knew that when communication is so open, it's amazing what we can get done. I prefer this with you, but I'll play it alone too. For memory's sake, if nothing else. For a moment, we got along. Until we didn't. We played Fair It Out, cute little family game. That's when I thought we were a family, of course. I guess we needed more people, but we each had to write down hints to secret words we had to find out if we had the same words. If we guessed it right, then we were both ferrets. If one of us was off, then they were the weasel. We had to identify the weasel in order to get points, or if you're the weasel, you have to identify if you're the ferret, and you don't know if you're the ferret, and you don't know if you're the weasel until you write on your whiteboard these little hints, and the tension just grew until we were actually just bored. Because, I mean, maybe if we had had kids, this would be fun to play with them, but just you and I, it was the end. We had a fight, so I split apart for a bit, played a game with a buddy. Crokinole. Something I never had the desire to play, and man, this just took all the stress, and it set me free. 10 discs each person. You flick it into the center, try to get it in the hole. Whoever has the most in the center after 10 discs gets the the most points, and you win. Dexterity game, whatever. You came over to watch. You started to support me, and for a minute it felt good. But I knew you. It was only temporary. Still, I was determined, not for your sake, for mine. I took the win. But you weren't happy for me. And I guess that's where I started putting the signs together. I always viewed you as being on my team, and you always viewed me as competition. We ended the day on Enigma Code. Isn't that kind of ironic? A code-breaking game that I could never figure out. Tried playing by myself. It's enjoyable enough. More of a memory game. Memory isn't my thing. It was always yours. But you were able to decipher clues, examine locations, use your character's abilities to complete your objective. I never knew what your objectives were. I still don't. So this one, though it's beautiful, it's just not for me. And now I understand, justly, I'm not for you either. I'm going to miss you, but in the end, everything will be alright. Or, you know what? Maybe it won't be. But I've dealt with that before. I can do it again.
You've heard that all I do is obsess about you. But if only you could see